Welcome to NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the lady gents and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. You know, it's Tombstone Tuesday, so it's only right. Got Billy Briz, a.k.a. Billy the motherfucking kid in the building. How we feeling, my man?
Feeling good, man. Taco Tuesday, Spring Tuesday. It's time to go make a bag on this short NBA card, baby. It's time to make a bag tonight. Time is of the essence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I dig it. Shout out to the lovely young lady, Tasha, Winner's Circle. Josh, I see you. Mike and Pimp Slap, player of the motherfucking day. It's good to see you in there as well. We got our guy, Tuesday. It's only right to bring it back. Mr. La La Land. Mr. I don't give a shit. It's Derl. How we feeling, my man?
I'm all right, man. Any day on this side of the grass is a good fucking day, man. Some plays on the board, bro. I like the spot that we're at today. Let's get some money, man. We're closing out the season strong, so got to get to that 60% clip. Hope I can't do it, man, but I'm ready to get into it, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a nice little 6-piece, I believe, on the menu tonight. Let's see if we can't find somehow, some way to get fed. RVD 420, I see you, my dude. Star Child, always good to see you. And Bo Jackson as well. Yeah, man. You know, we was talking
about gematria.
Hey, Bo Jackson, I don't know, you get a little bit in his feelings, but I'm gonna pat you on your back, boy. You got the W yesterday. Great call with the Clippers. I didn't see it. They did their thing, you know. It's all love, though, my man. It definitely was a wrong call by mainly the whole panel, I believe, with the 4.5 yesterday. A lot of line movement, a lot of craziness yesterday. Really, I should have just left it alone. With the
Bebeto had me scared, though, bro. Bebeto was like, before the show started, we didn't go live yet. He goes, "Who likes the Mavericks today?" And me and Dutch look at each other like, "No, like we go for the Mavericks."
He said like this. Who the hell's betting the Mavericks today? And we both just started like, well, we both are. Hey, I wish it was my only bet. It was your best bet. And it was one good, one hell of a bet.
I wish it was my only bet. I went 1-2 yesterday, and the 2 losses were some dumbass player props I wasn't even supposed to be playing.
Yeah, man. Shout out to picks from Dave, who got that out very early, was on the Mavericks. Shout out to Jay Money, was on the Mavericks trifecta. And yeah, man, that, you know, it was kind of the proof was in the pudding. The writing was on the wall there with the Mavericks. Should have took a little bit more advantage of it. Instead, got fucked off a little bit in Sacramento. But, hey, it is what it is, man. We live to fight another motherfucking day. Let's get to it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. We stand on it, win or lose, but most definitely we plan on winning a lot more than taking them motherfucking L's. Let's get to it, though. We're going to Washington, D.C. Talking about motherfucking L's, man. Mr. motherfucking Sleepy Joe. God damn it. We got the Boston Celtics here as 11-point favorite here, a total of 222.5. We do have Grant Williams. Mr. I'm going to make them both. I seen this today, so I'm going to mention it. He hasn't made the free throw since he said that. I know somebody else seen that. That's some crazy shit. But, yeah, he is questionable in this basketball game. Other than that, they look good to go. I'm sure you also seen JB, Mr. Jaylen Brown. Don't look like he's going to be a leprechaun too much.
Nah.
Whoever picks him up, I mean, that's going to be a big pickup because I think we all agree he's nice. He's real nice. You know, he has his moments of being out of control, but overall he's very talented, young, aggressive, talented on all defense everywhere. So whoever picks him up, he's not happy in Boston. I'll just say that. But they have won 5 out of the last 6 basketball games. They do have the Milwaukee Bucks here 2 days from now on Thursday. Maybe a small look-ahead spot here. But from the Wizards standpoint, man, I mean, no Kyle Kuzma, no Bradley Beal, no Gafford. They fucked around, lost 5 of the last 6 basketball games. They have lost those 5 games by average of 7 points per game here. I didn't do the money in the bets here. Let me be quick. 62% of the bets are on the Celtics. However, 77% of the money is on the Washington Wizards here. Losing some of their big shooters, some of the big scores with Bill and Kuzma, and then obviously a guy who's going to get you some boards in Gafford. Are you taking the 11 here, Billy, with this game, my man?
To be honest with you, on paper, I feel like I wanted to take Washington at first, but this is Boston's already won 2 meetings between the 2 teams, but it feels like the Wizards are kind of tanking right now. No Bradley Beal, no Kyle Kuzma. So it's really Denny Avila and Johnny Davis. Both of them have really been taking that's really what they're doing is developing their future players. It's hard for me to really bet the Celtics at -11, but I would lean towards the Wizards plus 11 at home. But player prop wise, Corey Kispert, he's been hot, really hot in the month of March. It's 44.8% from 3-point line, averaging 6.2 attempts per game, 2.8 makes. So Corey Kispert, Denny Avila props, and they don't have Johnny Davis on the books, but I expect Johnny Davis to be on the books by the end of this weekend. Make sure you have that name circled. He was a pick from Wisconsin, their rookie draft pick in the lottery. He's just starting to get minutes here at the end of the season as the G League season's starting to come to a conclusion, and that's definitely a name to keep an eye on, and Corey Kispert for tonight's game.
I dig it. Yeah, man, Bo Jackson. That's the chat. The chat of the motherfucking quote of the day in the chat. We appreciate it, and it's the truth. It really is, man. The chat is where it's at. We got heavy hitters. We got Tone Miggs in the building. Speaking of a heavy hitter, and then speaking of the Mr. Heavy Hitter here, Razor Sharp Picks. Here we go. Our guy. Be sure to check out his merch. Get something from our guy. Get a koozie if you would. Support the motherfucking movement. RSP. Support you, my man. Shout out to our guy. Be sure to like all his shit. Go follow him. I'm sure he's got a Gambler's First Glance coming out real soon, and those motherfuckers been hitting real good. So be sure to check out our guy. Appreciate you dropping in, my dude. It's Derl. How we feeling about this one?
Yeah, man. I'm surprised Bo ain't on his gematria shit right with this game. Shout out to Razor too. Good dude all around. Good dude, man. So shout out. Hey, if anybody know where I'm going, it's got to be Tasha, right? We know what we doing here. We going Celtics.
I'll have to add that on the intro.
Yeah, missed the first quarter. We going Celtics first quarter -3.5 on this, man. I guess we're not going to talk about how the Wizards have been mopped up twice by these dudes, but that ass whooping really comes in the first quarter. And when you see the first game they played, Wizards put up 15 points, money. That's the beginning of the season. That's back in October. They played in November. Wizards got smacked up by, I believe, 11 points in the first quarter there. And Boston is consistently hitting that 30 mark with this team. So I don't see why it doesn't happen again, especially when you don't have your shooters in this game. Bill under investigation for slapping the shit out of somebody for losing $1,300, man. Hey, let me just pivot on this, bro. Let me just pivot on this, man. The reason why when I lose, I don't really take it to heart. I mean, I get mad when I lose, but I only bet what I could afford to lose, bro. If you're out there putting your mortgage on this shit, man, if you're out here putting your whole paycheck on some shit, man, nothing is guaranteed, dog.
But it be like that, though, man. You know, the NBA is that bag. Like, you be
Come
like
on,
that
man.
out here in the
Come
streets,
on.
man.
And we know the fuckery. We know the fuckery the NBA is on now that they're in bed with these books, dog. Come on. So you only bet what you can afford to lose. So with that, I mean, Wizards are just dismantled at this point, man. You see them looking at more of their set pieces and their glue guys to see what they have following next season. I just don't see it. I don't think Boston. I mean, I would lay the 11. I just think it's another blowout by Boston. I mean, they don't play for 2 days. It's not like it's a back-to-back. It's going to be a road travel, if you want to call it that. But I'm telling you, man, right now, bro, Boston is the spot to look at. So I'm taking them early. Boston -3.5 first quarter. I really like that play. They're blowing this team out easily by 10 points. They don't have any shooters. 11 points. I couldn't knock you if you had that either, man. But I'm just going to get in, get out. Boston -3.5 first quarter. Wouldn't talk you off the 30.5 points. Also, team total over. I don't see how this team doesn't put up another 34, 35 points first quarter. Boston -3.5 first quarter.
I dig it. Liking the Leprechauns early. Shout out to our guy, Mean Green Picks in the chat. I see you, my dudes. Miss Hound, Fallish Hound in the building. Good to see you. Be sure to check out Delusional East. Check him out, Fallish Hound. Good to see you once again, young lady. Hope I see you more in the chat. Vitalis, another name I'd like to see more in the chat. Good to see you as well, my dude. Let's get to it, though. I have nothing on this basketball game. If the Celtics show up, they should fucking smack these boys around with no Bill, no Kuzma. But yeah, I don't like this basketball game. I will like when they play the Milwaukee on Thursday night, though. That'll be a game I will like to break down with y'all. Let's get to it, though. Let's go north. Fuck it, man. Let's pack the bags and let's head north. South Beach is coming to town. Miami going to Toronto. We do have a line here, -5.5, a total of 219. We have 60% of the bets on the Toronto Raptors. We have 81% of the money on the Raptors. On the Toronto Raptors here. We do have no Jimmy Butler. He was probable, questionable, now out, all in one motherfucking day. Talk about some fuckery. There it is. At least we know a little bit ahead of time. I will give them credit for that. So we know hours ahead that there will be no Jimmy Butler. The Heat have fucked around and won 4 of the last 6 basketball games, but most recently got smacked at the crib. I actually lost on Miami. I'm a little salty about them. They were up first quarter, first half against the Nets, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what the fuck happened. They went on vacate mode right after that at halftime because they got smacked. Lost that game by 29 at the crib. So you would expect a team in Miami to, come out and play some basketball. They do play a game tomorrow as well, I believe. We do have the Raptors have been playing a little bit better basketball. I know we got a lot of people from the North fucking with the PSR crew, so I know they're liking that the Raptors are actually looking kind of respectable of late. They have won 5 out of the last 7, have won 2 straight, and I believe Gary Trent is questionable in this basketball game. It's Derl. How are we feeling about this one?
Yeah, Raptors have taken 2 out of the 3 so far. So they beat, and these have all also been early games. They played twice in October and one in November. Raptor got them on the second game in October and the game they played in November, 112 to 104. I took Toronto when it was at 3.5. So if you got them early, man, good job. I did take Toronto full game minus 3.5. I just think without Butler, this is a very different team. And so when I saw Butler trending more toward not playing, I decided to step on We the North. So I do like Toronto here minus 3.5. I believe that this is a game that they should be able to get up for and win, especially at home. And then I'm going right back to the prop with Jakob Poeltl, man. This, for whatever reason, man, he's going to win more than he is losing. Jakob Poeltl at least 13 points. That's at minus 106. And I like that number now because the last 2 games he has not performed. He put up 4 points against Brooklyn, and he put up 12 points, I believe, against New York. But turn around against Detroit, puts up 20 points. Against Chicago, puts up 23. Jakob Poeltl can hit 12 or 13 points by easily the first half. So I like Jakob Poeltl at least 13 points at minus 106 and Toronto minus 3.5. 5.5. Maybe this just becomes a blowout at this point. I'm not sure, but I took him early minus 3.5.
Like in Toronto, I know a lot of sharps like Toronto today. Obviously it's good that you got in it early. Very good getting in it early. Getting smacked around a good basketball team, but Jimmy been playing like probably the best basketball. Top 3 to 4 players in the league since the All-Star break. The numbers prove it. So no Jimmy is huge. Let's get to it, Billy. How we feeling?
Yeah, biggest bet of the day for me is on the Toronto Raptors money line. I took it at minus 180. Before everybody goes, whoa, minus 180. Hey, you got to pay to play sometimes. I'm not in here to be fucked around by 2 or 3 points. I think they win the game on the money line. If they win the game by 5 or 6 points, I don't fucking know. Scott Foster's the ref out there, lead official tonight. Home favorites are 10-6 ATS. Between 5 and 9.5 points with Scott Foster under Whelm. But the main underlying fact to me is that he have historically struggled in Canada. They're 1-5 ATS last 6 meetings in Toronto. No Jimmy Butler out there tonight. 2-5 ATS last 7 overall. Toronto's been a good home team, 7-1-1 ATS last 9 home games, 5-1-1 ATS last 7 games overall. It just seems like a Toronto spot, a team that I don't really like a lot, but I gotta like them tonight. That's where my money's at tonight. Player prop wise, though, I like Tyler Hero over 19.5 points, minus 118. He's gone over his point prop 8 out of his last 12 games, averaging 19 points during the month of March. Last time these 2 teams really faced, last year these 2 teams split the series, but in their final matchup, Toronto already leads the series 2-1. But I think it's going to be 3-1 after tonight. I got Toronto on the money line, biggest bet of the day.
I'm digging. Liking the motherfucking dinosaurs at the crib.
There
Not
you go.
scared of later juice. Whoa, minus 180. That's a lot of lemonade, Juice Razor says. You are getting it in the chat. He knew it was coming, though. He knew it was coming.
You know Razor was going to say something.
Hey, you think that's some juice? Wait until we get to the fight cards this weekend, man. PFL 3-leg parlay was minus 180, so I was like, fuck it. We got the 3-leg parlay at minus 180. What's a straight bet at minus 180 since we're at it?
Yeah, you definitely got the chat rolling. While y'all type in, hit the motherfucking like button, too, if you would. Share the motherfucking video. Go on Twitter right now and retweet us too, man. Let's let it be known. Let's get them up in here. We're gonna get to some winners here. This game is
a lot of grape juice. G Martinez, is that a racist joke, man?
Oh,
I drink crust soda, man. I don't drink grape juice. I drink crust soda.
He said it's from Martinez. Is that racist? Because he said grape juice.
awful.
Oh man, let's get to it, man. Let's get to Atlanta, man. God damn it, Billy. We got the Cavaliers coming to town. We got a -2. The Hawks are -2 in this basketball game. A total of 239. We do have 54% of the bets on Atlanta, followed by 89% of the money. Jared Allen is questionable here in this basketball game. The Cavaliers fucked around and been playing some really good basketball of late here. I want J.A. out there. You know, I see a lot of people liking the Hawks here. This is a tough basketball. One of the games I did have some interest in, but definitely want J.A. out there. Mobley's been playing lights the fuck out. You know where you're getting out of Mitchell. Garland seems to be healthy. The bench is a little light, but, man, this Cavaliers team is awfully talented. Have won 6 out of the last 7 basketball games. And Atlanta was shit, man. It's like win some, lose some type shit. They win one, they lose. It's just pretty much what they've done. They did play pretty impressively, but did lose at home against Memphis. Close basketball game. Had a chance to win it. Lost that game at home by 4. And they had fucked around and lost 6 of the last 9 basketball games under the after, you know, pretty much having a little juice from the intern coach and then hiring Mr. Snyder. Hasn't went as well as they would like. They are pretty much healthy in this basketball game. It's Billy. How are you feeling about this one, man?
Yeah, man. Shockingly, I kind of like Atlanta in this spot. The Cavs have just 6 games remaining for the year, and they have the second easiest schedule remaining. So the priority for them is just being healthy going into the playoffs. I don't think Jared Allen's going to play in this one, and the Sixers have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. So they're only sitting a game and a half away from Cleveland. So Cleveland might come to this game a little bit more motivated, even without Jared Allen tonight. I mean, the Cavs are 4-2 ATS last 6 games overall, but just 1-5 ATS last 6 games in Atlanta. But this is a really weird stat that I found, man. Atlanta is 4-2 in their last 7 games, but oddly enough, they're 9-1 ATS last 10 games on Tuesday when playing at home. And that's something that kind of stuck out to me. But with all the different stats and trends and stuff, Atlanta was this close to making my card, but they did not make the card. One player prop I do like in this game, though, is Evan Mobley, double-double, +100. In 11 games during the month of March, he's gotten a double-double in 5 of those games, averaging 18.2 points and 9.6 rebounds. And without Jared Allen in there tonight, potentially, I think this would be the time of the day to get it before the odds makers start juicing it up a little bit. His point prop, 17.5. I personally didn't make any plays on this game, but I wouldn't mind anybody making plays on this game. It was a game that was very close to making my card tonight, but I decided to go a little bit of NIT action instead of dabbling on with these early NBA games.
I dig it. Shout out to Yo-Yo Mendez. Kenneth Crosby, new name, I believe, in the chat with the Allen is out. So Billy believes he wasn't going to play. And from Kenneth Crosby, it sounds like he will not play in this basketball game. Shout out to Cheshire Cat. J.B. Brown, Celtics first half -6.5, Raptors -3.5. That line has moved in the Raptors with no Butler, but good number there. It's Derl. How we feeling, my man?
Yeah, man. I mean, one thing that Atlanta isn't doing as of late is losing back-to-back games. I think that's why you do see some steam coming on Atlanta. This number was -1. We got a -2 now. And the fact that you got the serial killer coach, Snyder Quinn, that's what I call him, man. He probably knows the weaknesses or at least how to contain Spider Mitchell. I believe that. So I think coaching is going to play a big factor in this game. And I do believe it is a Hawks side. I'm in church on this game for my sake, only because you still can't get in front of a team who's playing as good as Cleveland is right now. So those things do cancel out for me. I think it's going to be a good game to watch. You also have Isaac Okoro, who's probably not going to play. So this does seem like a Hawks side, but with so many people out, this number is still very low. So that should tell you something as well. It could go either way for me. So I just couldn't play this game. I'm off.
It feels like the bookies are trying to bait people into betting the Cavs. When that line opened up last night, it opened up -2 Cleveland on the road. And like the average Joe sees probably right now at 4:30 East Coast time, Cleveland plus money? Let me throw that in my parlay, not knowing the injury news report and shit like that. So it's a hard game to really judge because I feel like this is a Sharps versus Joe game. I feel like the Sharps are on Atlanta and the public is on Cleveland. And the books have made so much fucking money in the last week. Who do they care who wins?
Yeah, I
Very
mean, I agree
true.
with Billy. I mean, I would be with the public if Jared Allen was playing. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust Atlanta. I agree pretty much is what it is. I think this is kind of a spot here for Atlanta. Pretty much what our guy Derl was saying as well. Shout out to Mike M in the chat. I missed your first comment there, Mike M. I tried to get it up, but sometimes they be moving, man. They be moving. Here we go. He be dropping it. Be sure you guys are following our guy Pimp Slap Play of the Day. The Cavaliers are 0-7 straight up against the number since April 2021 when the total is
Wow.
over
Good shit.
228. Another juicy motherfucking. What tells you he's a sharp and he's on Atlanta tonight. That's what it tells me. So, yeah, man, I like it. I know some guys I respect on Atlanta, so I definitely would look that way. I haven't bet this basketball game, but I like the way Cleveland has been playing. Don't get it twisted. But without JA, I miss it. I really what did pop off to me though was Billy Briz. Mobley double one at plus 100. Even money, like no Jared Allen. You would think he gets that. You're getting the points, so just get some boards, man. I like
It's
that.
hard though. Do you want to go points and pay a little bit of juice and just go with just him scoring? Because I'm with it's Derl. I do feel like Donovan Mitchell does get locked up a little bit in this game, allowing everybody else to score a little bit more. Or do you go with the double and try to chase the plus money and then be mad as fuck screaming at the TV at the end of the game because he landed at 9 rebounds?
I dig it. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I question the doubles, but I do think he's gonna have a big game. But I think he gets 20 to 25 points easy tonight. Shout out to Preston in the chat. Yeah, man. So he said someone dropped 500. Probably was this guy right here.
P, check your Facebook. I have a 1-year memory of you on my Facebook memories of me and you going to the strip club last year.
Good times, man. Good times. He said someone dropped $500 at the Pubapalooza 2 at Southtown 101. First time he's seen it. And I probably, I don't know if I'd bet it, but I would, I would definitely Pixum Dave is favored in that category of guys to do that. He drinks a lot, and he doesn't mind paying fucking Uber to bring it to him. So I'm sure he would probably even pay more for the bartender. Shout out to our guy. I did give you some props earlier, Dave, about your Mavericks look last night. Good call. I know you were the first one I seen on it, and it was a beautiful thing. It's Derl. How we feeling, my man? Did we already get? You already got to this one, right? We're going to OKC, right?
Yeah.
My fault. All right, we're all leaning Atlanta here. I think Billy might even go to the window with it. We got the Hornets and the Thunder. We're going to OKC. We got -9. The OKC is -9. God damn, and no shade in this game. -9 points with no shade. Total of 227. 57% of the bets on OKC. 87% of the money followed up on the Thunder here. Well. There's reasons here, I guess. The Hornets, well, it is the fucking Charlotte Hornets, and they, have no Gordon Hayward, have no Williams. Oubre is questionable. Rozier is questionable. But they fucked around and won 3 of the last 4 basketball games. Most impressively, I guess say what you will about the Dallas Mavericks, but you beat them two times in a row, and one of those times, I don't know both, but definitely for sure, one of those times, Luka and Kyrie both were on the court. So that's impressive. But now you got to go. You got to go to OKC without a Shea, as I mentioned, no Shea. But they've lost. They did coming off of losing both to not only LA Clippers but also to the Lakers. But then they fucked around and went to Portland and did what everybody did and got a W now. I mean, it's the B squad out there in P-Town, so they got a W there. But now they're back at the crib. Big time favorites here. 9-point favorite is Derl. How we feeling?
I ain't feeling no way about this fucking game. I can give 2 shits about this game. Hornets already got them, man. They played in December. They beat them 121 to 113. That total is 234. We got a 227 here right now. I know what's been said about Charlotte as of lately is their defense. They've played some better defense over these last recent games, and so I don't see where the scoring is going to come from besides Giddey now. I mean, now you got Giddey out there you could probably look at his PRA, his points. I guess you would blindly just take OKC here because, they are the better team at this current point, being that Charlotte doesn't have anybody out there on the court that's going to be able to play it against them. And so when you see a number to this high, yeah, I mean, just go ahead and take OKC here if you want to. That's the only play I would make here is OKC, or look at Josh Giddey. But for the most part, I don't want to play this game. I don't give 2 shits about this game.
I dig it. Picture Dave said he dropped 200, and Sonny Drop the $500. Can you believe that, Dave? You drank that much there and only spent $200 motherfucking dollars, bro. And that's a beautiful thing. That's one thing I do remember. You know, if you got like me, you don't really pay for shit. But you know, I do know you do can't drink a lot. You know, there for not a lot. That's for sure. Shout out to Southtown 101. Shout out to Mike M. Here, OKC Lane 9. I don't know about all that. Yeah, it's a big number here. I had to like double glance, triple glance at that motherfucker. Billy, how we feeling?
Yeah, one of my favorite player props of the day for value was Jalen Williams over 24.5 points and assists. It's Derl says, who's going to score for the Thunder tonight? Rookie, Jalen Williams. He's gone over his points and assist prop 6 out of his last 9 games without SGA this season. The Hornets have been better defensively, but this is a really good matchup for Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is going to ball out in this one. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored 25 straight outright points.
I dig it. Let's get to it. Let's get to Grind City, Memphis. We got the Magic, Orlando coming to town. We got a line here of 7, Grizzlies -7, a total of 228.5. We have 62% of the bets on the Orlando Magic, followed by 84% of the money on the Magic. They have won 3 straight basketball games. Magic have. The Grizzlies, they're pretty healthy, obviously, outside of Jonathan Isaac back on the injury report again. But from the Grizzlies standpoint, no John Morant tonight. They have won 6 straight basketball games. With or without Morant, they are playing very good basketball. At the house, they do handle business at the house, preferably too. Been a little suspect on the road, but they win at the house, and when they win by double digits. They do, however, have the LA Clippers on deck tomorrow. How we feeling about this one, Daryl?
Hashtag Big Memphis first half -4, bro. Go ahead and wrap that up. They've already played before, man, and it's just one of those things to where if you look at how Memphis is scoring, especially in the first half, last 3 games, they are averaging 73 points. The game that they previously played, these two teams, it was 23-20 first quarter. Second quarter, Memphis put up 43 points to Orlando's 20 points. I just think it's one of those things to where they'll catch their stride, whether it's first or second quarter. That first half should be a blowout, in my opinion, even without Ja. To what you just said, Dutch, they're playing good without him on the court. You know, you got Dylan Brooks doing Dylan Brooks things, but you do have Bane out there. You do have Triple J out there. You got some people who can ball, man, and keep this team afloat. And I just think it gets out of hand in the first half. You have seen money come down or come in on Orlando that's put this down a half a point, and especially with the Ja news. But -4 first half when this team is averaging 73 points. And who have they done it on? Brooklyn, New York, and then lastly, Washington. And I think all 3 of those teams, in my opinion, is better than Orlando. Maybe not Brooklyn, but you saw what Brooklyn just did to Miami. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of these things. Yeah, so they have some talent there. It's one of these things to where if it's going to be a blowout, I think it happens early. Maybe Memphis takes their foot off the gas in the second half. But big Memphis, man, -4 first half. Already stepped on that. That should be good money.
I dig it. Mike M. Magic 10-0 ATS as a dog versus the West. And then Vitalis follows that up with saying a lot of sharps. Something about the dogs on the road here. But he is right with our guy. It's Daryl with -3.5 first half.
Good shit,
it does seem like a small number with the Grizzlies. I did want to bet the Magic here, looking into it a little more. Do I really want to get in front of the Grizzlies at the crib? Not with the Orlando Magic, just to be quite honest with you. How you feeling about this one, Billy?
Yeah, this is actually my favorite spread play of the day. The Magic have played well on the road, 4-1 ATS, last 5 games, 6-0 ATS, last 6 games overall, 10-0 ATS, last 10 versus the West, while the Grizzlies are 3-1-1 ATS, last 5 overall, and historically a good home team. I mean, the Magic are 13-1 ATS as away underdog. I get it, the Grizzlies are good at home, but they're only 18-14-1 ATS as home favorites. This line feels a little bit rich considering Ja Morant's doubtful for tonight's game. You're telling me they're laying a fucking touchdown at the crib without Ja Morant? Nah, that's not for me, man. We got to go in. It's big Orlando tonight. It's Orlando Magic season. They asked, do you believe in magic? And yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
All the people that were shitting on me for episode 80, we got a little couple dollars sprinkled on the Magic money line tonight. They're going to win this one outright, but I'm on the spread. That's going to be the play I'll give out. Wendell Carter double-double, though, -115, over 9.5 rebounds, -138. Prior to his last 2 games, he's gone over his rebound prop 8 out of his last 12 games. I like the double-double odds here for tonight. Jaren Jackson, while he's a good defensive player, they're still without Adams, and I still like to attack big men down low against the Grizzlies' front court, especially in this game where I expect it to be back and forth. And shout-outs to Chill Will, $20 dono super sticker. Welcome to the fam. Shouts to anybody in the chat that's donated or showed love. It's highly appreciated here. We don't ask for a lot besides likes and clicks, but if you want to show a little bit of extra love, we'll definitely take it.
Yeah, man. You know what time it is, Vic. Run that shit for our boy Chill, motherfucker. Yeah, one more motherfucking time, goddammit. Let's run it. Go. You get the two timer for the $20 donut. We appreciate you, Chill Will. Much love. Always showing love in the chat. A real one, no doubt. We appreciate you, my dude. We appreciate everyone in the chat as well. Just we appreciate the donos much. But hit the motherfucking like button. That's all y'all lazy motherfuckers got to do. We appreciate that as well. Brian Watson, I see you, my dude. Codish, I see Caddish. I see you, my man. Let's get to it. Where we at here? We are on the Pelicanos. Let's get to the Pelicanos Warriors. In the Bay, we got a line here, -8.5 to a total of 235 here. I do have 52% of the bets on the Pelicanos, followed by 54% of the money. Big number here with the Warriors. Obviously, we do have the Pelicanos coming in off a back-to-back. They have won 5 straight basketball games and did what most people have done recently, like I mentioned before. Went to P-Town and got a motherfucking down. You know, they really got down, busted that ass. I believe won by about 30 motherfucking points in Portland. So, you know, are they really that tired? Because it was cruise control. It's like they was in the lag, just in cruise control in the motherfucking fast lane, just chilling. So we got won 5 straight, obviously, in the back-to-back situation. On the other side, we have the Warriors have won 3 of the last 4, but lost their last game against Minnesota. And if you watch that basketball game, they gave that motherfucker away. Got to be a little bit salty the way they lost that basketball game. Had the ball, into the basketball game, turned it over, and then Anthony Towns hits a big-time three-pointer, obviously, to win. So you would expect the Warriors to be pretty fucking salty tonight at the house. Say what you will about them on the road, been suspect as fuck, but they have handled business at the crib. Will they handle it tonight, Billy?
My bad. I was making sure I got the odds correct on this game. This is a weird game for me because these are the final time that these two teams are facing off this season. The Pelicans lead the series 2-1, but all the games that have been won in this series have been on the home court of either team's floor. The Pelicans come into this game, 5-game winning streak. They're red hot. But 4 of those teams are absolutely tanking. So how much stock do I really put in those wins? I mean, they sit in 8th place now, just a half a game back of the Warriors, who are in 7th place, and they're a game up on the Lakers and the Thunder. It's hard to fade the Warriors at home. They're 9-1 ATS, last 10 home games, but it feels like a money line parlay the Warriors spot, but bet the Pelicans in the teasers and on the spread. But a couple of props that I like in this game. One prop I like more than the other, but the one I do like is Jordan Poole over 2.5 threes, plus 115. He's gone over his 3-point prop, 3 straight home games, 4 out of his last 6 games. But my favorite prop of the day, the best prop of the day, is Trey Murphy over 2.5 3-pointers, minus 158. A little bit juicy, but he's gone over his 3-point prop 8 out of his last 10 games in 3 games, and 3 3-pointers in both games versus the Warriors this season. The volume has been there. I'm laddering this up to 4+. He's gone over 4+ 3-pointers, 5 out of his last 10 games. This is a Trey Murphy ladder 3-point spot. The books should honestly have this at 3.5 at plus money, but we'll take the gift at 2.5 tonight. I'm looking at a same game parlay also as well. The same game parlay, little behind the paywall action for you boys today. Same game parlay odds were Warriors money line, Curry to have 30+ points, and Trey Murphy to have 3 threes. It was plus 342. That's the same game parlay that I'm going out with tonight. So even if we're up money or down money at the end of the night, hopefully we're up money. And I don't even got to stay here and watch the fucking game. And I just go home and go pick up the cash later on this week. That's the game plan for tonight. But Trey Murphy, over 2.5 3-pointers, best player prop on the card today.
I dig it. Zachary says, Clay at home, keep it simple. Shout out to our guy, Boston.
Nah, bro, fuck Klay Thompson at home. I played him Sunday against the Timberwolves. Motherfucker scored 15 points in the first quarter and then went 0 for 9 straight for the rest of the game and left me at the office looking like a dickhead.
Point shaming.
Last motherfucker that was about to leave the casino. I'm looking around like, damn, I should have just took my ass on home.
Yeah, Boston Nick said, damn, you still at the motherfucking casino? Oh, man. Shout out to Cheshire Cat. Yeah, man, don't question me, bro. Of course it was the 3. I said it was Anthony Towns 3, bro. But yeah, how we feeling about this one, is Derl?
I'm not. I'm not feeling. Yeah, I'm not. No, not at all. I did see LJ's point to where New Orleans is 13-3 in their last 16 in first half covers, and right now they've been playing ass teams. But in the last 3 games, New Orleans put up 62.5 points versus Golden State's 58 points. So if you like New Orleans, I would take them early also. But it is Golden State at home, as to what you said, Dutch, and they're just a different team when they're at home versus when they're away, having one of the worst away records in the league right now. So I just don't know which way to go on this game. This is definitely going to be the hardest opponent that New Orleans has played thus far. And right now they're, 7-8? So if New Orleans does win this game, then you have them switch spots. With them having the same amount of losses, someone's going to be motivated here. I think it's New Orleans, but I can't play them on a back-to-back versus and Golden State being at home. So for right now, I'm off this game. The best play on the board probably would be maybe that first half on New Orleans end, but how this game plays out, I don't have a clue here. It's going to be a good game. I will be watching it, but I won't play it.
One last thing to add, real D-Gen shit, man. This is for my real D-Gen people out there in the world. Steph Curry over 6.5 first quarter points, minus 130. A little bit juicy, but I ain't fucking around tonight, man. You know we going real D-Gen style when we betting first quarter props.
I dig it.
Whoa.
He said first. Yeah, he took your first quarter to the next level. Boy.
Yeah.
First quarter prop, homie.
Yeah, he said prop.
Yeah, Curry over 6.5 first quarter, man. He's gonna play all 12 minutes in the first. He's gonna cash that shit, man.
We had some good shit in the chat as well on this game. A lot. We appreciate all the knowledge in the chat too. I believe JB said all 3 games went under in this, and yeah, man, the Pelicans have beat them 2 out of 3. Most recently, the Warriors did win the basketball game. Did win recently, but I do think this is a Warrior spot. But this is kind of like yesterday when we talked about the Knicks. Did the Knicks end up covering that basketball game? Absolutely, they did. Shout out to our guy Ski with that pick. But I knew you would get a better number if you just chill, and you definitely could get a better number on the Knicks if you waited in game on that. And I believe it's the same with the Warriors. Kind of leads to what our guy Derl was saying. With if he had to bet, it would be Pelicanos early. I would expect Pelicanos to play some basketball earlier, and then I think the Warriors will put them away, when time is needed. So, will they cover the big number? I lean that way. But I definitely, this is one of those games where I'm trying to take advantage of live. There's not anything that really stands out to me extremely on the card today, except for finding a way to get a better number on the Warriors, because I know they're going to win that basketball game. I
think Toronto could be the game that everybody looks back at 12 o'clock tonight. Like, damn, why the fuck didn't I bet the shit out of Toronto? I felt like that with the Mavericks yesterday. Like, I bet the first quarter, but man, like, watching the first quarter, man, I was sitting on the couch, like, praying to Jesus and shit, man. Like, they were down by 4 with, like, a minute left. Jalen Hardy hit some crazy shot. Kyrie comes down. Like, to be honest with you, looking back at that game, the first quarter shouldn't have cashed. I should have been on the money line. I was scared, but, I mean, the analysis went correct, and that's what all you got to do at the end of the day. But those are one of the ones that I don't want to be at the table tonight at 12 o'clock. Like, fuck, man, I could have had this. I could have had that. I just feel like Toronto's the best play on the slate.
I like it, but also you could have got it at 3.5, and now it's 5.5. So
Right.
that's, but I do think Toronto handles business, especially without Jimmy Butler. I wouldn't really honestly be mad at a Raptors.
I wouldn't
Warriors
mind a
two-team
Raptors.
money
Yeah,
line.
yo, you took the words out of my mouth. Raptors, Warriors, 2-team parlay. Move on to the next day.
As long as it's not some crazy juice, and it should be right around even money or somewhere in that vicinity, I would think. So I could probably endorse that on a card like this tonight. But definitely believe there'll be value with the Warriors in game. But let's get to it, man. Let's get the fuck up out of here. We took enough of your time. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Smash that motherfucking like button if you would. Let's pay the bills. Vic, roll the clip. Man, Manscaped, keep it fresh from head to toe. Pub Sports, get you 20% off. Get yourself nice and right. Pub Sports, 20% off. Manscaped.com. Check them the fuck out. And then take yourself to Southtown 101. We do it every year at the end of March. Pubapalooza. You can do it at that time of year. You can do it whenever the fuck you want because Southtown 101 is open 24 or 7 days a week at least. It's open 7 days a week. Right there in San Antonio, Texas. Live karaoke, parking lot pimping, a DJ paradise. Be sure to check out Southtown 101 if you are in San Antonio area. Cheshire Cat, yeah, man. Hey, if you, I think, man, you know, cursing, it just means you're passionate about shit, bro. You know, I try not to do it to the lady, but other than that, goddamn it, fuck y'all. All right, now let's get to it though. How we get to the money, my man? How we get to the goddamn bag, Billy Briz?
Yeah, shout outs to Dutch for this one. He just gave out the lay for tonight. Warriors, Raptors, 2-team parlay, -114. And player props for tonight, Trey Murphy over 2.5 3-pointers, -158. Hey, you know, sometimes you got to pay the juice to play out here, man. You know, you got to survive to see the next day. And plus money. Did I have a plus money play? No, I didn't have a plus money play today. Jalen Williams over 24.5 points and assists. Would be my other prop that I like. And if you're looking for some plus money, I don't mind. Call me crazy, man. Call me crazy. But $50 on the Mavericks, you might be $150 richer at the end of the night. You know, just on the money line while you take the +7. I definitely got to sprinkle the Magic money line tonight. I think they're going to end up beating the Grizzlies outright.
I dig it. Shout out to our guy LJ, too. I seen you dropping some plays in there, my dude. I seen you, my man. Hope you enjoyed yourself out there in San Antonio. Be sure to follow our guy LJ from H-Town, LJ Sports Media, I believe. And they want them first quarter looks as well from LJ. How we feeling, my man? I know you got some first quarter looks in the bag. Is that the big one? How we getting there? You usually a man of the people. You give us whatever you got, my man. No pressure.
Yeah.
How we getting there? How we getting there?
Yeah, first quarter play, man. This is for Tasha, baby. That's a Ski would clown me on Thursday, man. But yeah, so Celtics -3.5 first quarter. I think that's good money. But I also like big Memphis, man, -4. That number is now 3.5 first half. And I'll give you Toronto -3.5, but it is at 5.5 now. So the two ones I really like, big Memphis -4 first half, bleed green first quarter -3.5.
I dig it. I like it, my man. Give a man of the people. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you two dropping in, giving us your knowledge. Be sure to follow both of these two. What you got going for the rest of the week, Billy? I know you out there moving casino to casino, doing big things. What we got going, my man?
Yeah, man. Right back here, NBA Pub Hub, Monday through Friday. You can catch me this week, 4 to 5. And then this weekend, no UFC event, but I'll try to put together a little short video, talk about the Bellator PFL bets. A lot of good bets this weekend, man. A lot of money to be made. Final Four weekend this weekend. It's the best time of year, man. Opening baseball day Thursday. Shouts to my main guy. I was talking to him yesterday on Facebook Messenger. Sharpies Bets, Balking Dead comes back Thursday. Nick, I know you're going to be mad at this one, but fuck the bookies. Fuck the bookies. F-U-C-K, fuck the bookies. I don't know what y'all gonna do with that song, but the fucking
Is
thing
he
comes back.
talking about press? Is that what he's doing in there? I didn't even
That's
know.
the
I'm like,
beginning of the
what the
song.
fuck is he going off about? I thought he was talking about videos. I thought
Cookies.
he was talking about videos. Okay, Chad, I didn't know.
No, I'm just saying, bro. That is the beginning of
Oh.
the song for Sharpie's Thursday Bulk and Dead, which comes back.
Right.
And if you've been tailing Sharpie throughout this spring trade, he's been putting money in your pocket. So I can't wait for what he's got cooking up for baseball season.
Let's get it going, man. Post Sports Radio brings you all content, man. Don't get it twisted. MLB will do the same damn thing. Be sure to follow Connor Mack, the boys right here, MLB. They'll be breaking it all down. And our guy, Billy Briz, I know he likes to do that as well. I'm going to dibble and dabble in the MLB, but I'll wait till this NBA thing is over, you know. I'll pass it. I'll sit by and chill.
No, the easy days be opening day, though, bro.
No, I vibe with it, but I'm not going hard until NBA is over. How we feeling, Dale? What we got going?
Yeah, man. Speaking of MLB, man, I'm be at a couple Padre games this year, bro. I was looking at going to opening day, man, but them tickets done. They charging a band for like opening weekend, so I was like, nah, I'll just wait, and that's where like kind of the nosebleeds. But I will be at some Padres games this year, man. For the rest of the week, be back with y'all tomorrow. Be with the Jimmy on tomorrow, then back on the show, Pub Hub, on Thursday, man. Just kind of doing our thing. So I'm trying to get this bag tonight. Let's make sure we get this money, man. Make sure you gamble responsibly so you're not pulling no fucking fuck shit like, you know, what happened to Bill. And let's keep it moving, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, Diego's a beautiful place to be, especially at the Padre games. Love it. It's a beautiful stadium. I love the vibe there. It's nothing but good times. Yeah, man. Tonight's a game where tonight's a night where I believe you could live play and get better lines than almost everything on the card tonight. Obviously, you like what you like. Best of luck to everybody in the chat. Of course, best of luck to this panel right here. We salute to everybody in the chat for holding us down. The real ones, Cheshire Cat, Jacqueline, I see you. Hey, yo, D, Bo Jackson, I see you, my dude. Boston Nick in the house with the YouTube police. We still fuck with you though. Chill Will with the $20 dono. We're gonna leave it with chill motherfucking Will. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah.